It's Q&A time! Hello and welcome to today's Anthony Railway B video. Now, a couple of weeks ago, to thank you for helping me reach the 400 subscriber mark, I promised that I would do a Q&A, and your response was brilliant. You said some very nice comments, and you asked a load of questions, which is brilliant. So thank you all for that, and I shall start answering them in this video. I'll answer all of them. So let's start off. I'll also give everyone a shout out who's asked their questions. So our first set of questions is from SDJR7F88, and he's asked quite a few questions. His first one is, what's your favourite model? I'm assuming model train, and I'm not too sure, to be honest, but if you mean in my collection, it would definitely have to be the Princess Helena Victoria, which I've got just over there on the other side of the layout, which you cannot see. But if you've watched my channel in the past, you will have seen it quite a lot, because it is my favourite loco in my collection. I also quite like the A4 Gadwall, which is running around at the moment with a very long express train. His next question is, a model that you'd like to get in the future. Now, that would... I've been quite interested in getting the Adams radial tank, but I've also been watching Bachmann's progress on the Class 158 and Class 170, their retooling of it, because I'm quite interested in getting at least one of those three, and I'm also looking at Hornby's new TTS Sound locos, which are due to be released this summer. Any of those I'd be interested in getting in, so I'm watching those at the moment, and those are the models that I'd like to get in the future. And his next question is about future plans for the channel. Now, I'm not too sure exactly where this channel is going, but I can assure you it's going to remain on the railway route. And but what I am sure of is that there will be a new series called Things Only a Train Fan Would Know. I'm not exactly sure when I'll release the first episode, but it's basically talking about railway facts, about real railways, about model railways, and I think you might like it, and you'll also be able to contribute to it with your own facts and things, and they'll be featured in videos as well. So it's one where you can get involved quite a lot. So I hope you like the sound of that. That's something definite about future plans for the YouTube channel. And SDJR7F88's final question is, what do you use to edit your videos? And my answer to that is iMovie. Quite simply, iMovie on the iPad that I'm currently using to drive my model railway, because it is very simple and easy to use, and you can get a lot done with it. And now I will move on to questions from other people. One of the questions from someone else is from Ice Cube Studios, and it is, do you like the A1 Tornado, and if so, what do you like about it? Now, my answer to that question is obviously yes. Like a 21st century steam loco that hauls passengers on rail expresses on a fairly regular basis. That's quite an exciting prospect, and one of the reasons that I really like the A1 Tornado. And of course, it's also a Pacific loco, big express loco racing down the East Coast Main Line, and that's always quite a sight. I actually saw it running through running past where I live quite a while back. I didn't get it on video because I didn't have a camera, I was that young, but it was I remember seeing it, and it's quite a sight. I'm sure of that. Now we'll move on to another question, and this one is from East Lancashire Dan 61994, and it is, what do you like most about railways? Now, this is the correct answer to this is obviously everything. I do like it. I do like everything about railways, from the practicality of it, how energy efficient it is, to just the sight of a train just racing past, you know, and freight trains, really long ones, just trundling under the bridge where you're train spotting. It's fascinating. That's my main reason why. And now for a question from Arriva Trains Wales fan. And his question is, what are you interested in other than trains? Now, I'm interested in quite a few things other than trains. I'm quite interested in travel hacks and travel tech. Like, my camera is currently on a bendy tripod. It's 3 legs, you can bend the tripod, and it means that you can basically mount your camera pretty much anywhere where you can mount something, which is pretty cool. And I can also mount it on my bike, meaning that I can actually fit my phone in front of my bike and answer calls. But anyway, I went on a bit of a tangent there. I'm also quite interested in helicopters, got a small interest in that. I've got a couple of helicopters, and but my biggest interest, if you could call it an interest, though it's really a passion, is music. I've been singing for so long, and I've only just started a music channel like a couple of weeks ago, so please do go ahead and check it out. I've also uploaded my first singing cover today, so I'd really appreciate it if you go and have a look, and I hope you like it. So that's my answer to that question. Now we'll move on to another question, and it's from Gel Railways, who's been subscribed to me for quite a long time as well. Actually, quite a few of these people have been subscribed for quite a long time, and I thank you all for that. And his question is, what's the most exciting thing you've done related to trains? Oh, sounds like it's time for a story, I think. Well, when I was 13, it was when I was 13, I was walking into my local train station, and a couple of these Northern Rail official people handed me this leaflet. And when I read through it, it said it was basically a free train ticket to go anywhere on the Northern Rail network for an entire weekend. So I definitely made the most of that, planned my weekend, and I went to Carlisle on a Saturday with one of my friends. And on the Sunday, I went to Lytham St Anne's with my family, and I did not have to pay a thing for it. My family didn't have to pay a thing for it. It was all completely free, and that was quite exciting, I think. And, anyway, our next question is from Cruisley Road 4472, and his question is, what loco in the National Railway Museum would you most like to see restored? Now, of course, most locos in the National Railway Museum are restored, and but what I'd like to see running on the main line, I'd especially like to see the Mallard up and running again, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me on that. It's such an amazing loco, the fastest steam loco in the world. It's an obvious one, but let's face it, it deserves to be on the main line, doesn't it? So, now on to our second to last question, and this one's from Sam's Trains, and it is, what loco is currently your favourite, and do you ever change your mind? Now, to be completely honest, I don't really have an individual loco that is my favourite. I like all kinds of trains, but in particular, there are a couple of locos that I've known of and have been a fan of since I was a little toddler, so and those are the Mallard and Flying Scotsman. I know it's another. They're two really obvious locos, but then I've liked those locos ever since I was watching Thomas the Tank Engine on Milkshake, I think. I'm not. Was that the channel that it was on? Anyway, so yeah, that's my answer to your question, and our final question is from someone who I can't remember who asked this question, actually. But this question was, where did the name of your layouts come from? Now, I named it quite a while ago, but I can still sort of remember how I named it. And the logic behind it was, I wanted to merge my surname, Beckwith, and rock, for some reason, and model, as in model railways, and Dale all into one word. And once I merged Beckwith Rock Model Railways Dale, I got Brockhams So, and that's where the name comes from. So that's about it for this video. I'd like to once again thank you all for watching. Thanks again for your continuing support of the YouTube channel. And I hope to see you again in the next video. So until then, thanks a lot for watching, and bye!